Hi, I'm Will Townsend, Vice President and Principal Analyst with More Insights and Strategy. And in this four-part video series highlighting Zscaler's 15 years of innovation, I'm speaking with both executives and customers of Zscaler. Zscaler is one of the pioneers in cloud security and zero trust. We plan to take a look back at the seismic changes that have occurred in the industry, both from an enterprise networking and security perspective, and how organizations have embarked on a digital transformation journey, with security playing a prominent role. Today, I'm joined by Partha Chakraborty. He's head of enterprise security architecture, engineering, and innovation for Humana. Humana is a global 2,000 healthcare organization and is the third largest health insurance provider in the United States. In 2001, it was ranked 41 on the Fortune 500. As one of Zscaler's early customers, beginning with the company's initial secure web gateway offering, ZIA, in 2010, Humana has certainly witnessed the evolution of enterprise security and infrastructure. Partha, let's start with an introduction. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do at Humana.
Sure. I have been 25 years in the industry doing tech, and last 15 years focused on cybersecurity. Mostly worked in Wall Street financial companies, Bank of America, JP Morgan, worked for Canadian Bank as well, Bank of Montreal. I'm a passionate technologist. I keep writing security blogs and articles in magazines, Forbes or SC Magazine, and participate in all the security panels and conferences. And especially in last 2.5 years in Humana, I joined as the head of cloud security. We have an interesting environment with a lot of complexities and a lot of demanding needs from business to move to cloud faster in a secure way. And that is why my position was created. And we have been in our cloud transformation / digital transformation journey for last 2.5 years. And up until last 6 months, I was given some additional responsibility. And now I head up cloud as well as non-cloud. Entire security architecture, engineering, product selection, and innovation is in my organization right now.
So, Partha, I'd like to go back to the early days of 2010. And, that's probably eons in the tech world. And the cybersecurity landscape is entirely different as a result. What drew you to Zscaler in the first place?
So Humana has been one of the early customers of Zscaler, right? The things that Zscaler started revolutionizing the security industry is, prior to Zscaler, everybody had an appliance-centric model, right? And there were some challenges in the appliance-centric model. One is your agility, your change management process. Buy appliance, plan capacity, you cannot go on the fly. So it slows you down, right, when you are running out of capacity. Moreover, there are a lot of the analysis that you have to do when you are a security company, right? For example, you want to do a malware analysis. No matter what appliance you buy, it is limited by the capacity. You will have a certain amount of CPU, memory, and all. Yes, you can go to the highest end product, but still it will have some capacity and some limit. As a result, early days, like in late 2000 or early 2010, right, 2011 or 12 timeframe, a lot of the security compliance which were born, or rather, I would not call it born, which were using appliance-centric model, they had to do a lot of optimization. And what those optimizations were, right? If you are scanning a file, because if you have a large, say, data stream, and you don't have the real estate and capacity in terms of CPU and memory on-prem to analyze each and every bit of it, right, up to your production volume rate. So what you had to do, you had to make some compromise. Okay, I will scan the initial, say, 10% of the file. Or usually from my experience, I have seen later during that stream, something is inserted which is bad. But what if it was in the middle? You don't have capacity to scan continuously, right? You are looking at some of the metadata information or towards the end of the file or type of the file, but you could be missing a lot of the things. Now, when Zscaler came in, because a lot of the things were built in cloud and security controls during that time were born in cloud, cloud naturally gives you on-demand scale and ability, right? A lot of the analysis where you had to optimize because you are an appliance-centric model, those challenges don't exist when you go to cloud. You have literally unlimited capacity. So you can do like full scanning. You can do at scale as your production traffic is coming. So that was one of the advantages. Like you probably can get a better security. Moreover, the flexibility as an organization, right? And the agility I'm getting to do something in cloud. Right now, I have two data centers, right? Say in US, and I need to open up a third branch site or data center where I need to, deliver security and security scrubbing. I can define the policy in cloud. I don't have to deliver the security appliances, rack and stack, and then have someone configure those security policies in those branch networks. So those were some of the challenges which usually comes with an appliance-centric model. Now, Zscaler started revolutionizing those because it was available in cloud. Deploying a policy, bringing up a client, connecting a branch, those things were super fast and easy. So those were some of the things which attracted us towards a cloud-based solution where security can be provided with a cloud-based scrubbing facility like Zscaler.
What advice would you give others that are embarking on a security and digital transformation journey? If you had a crystal ball, and I wish I did, what predictions would you make for the next 15 years? And what sorts of changes do you foresee for the industry and for Humana in general?
Beyond cloudification in healthcare, the other bigger challenge is Internet of Medical Devices, right? So we are in the business, not only we're doing health insurance, but we are also expanding in healthcare space. I mean, these are all public information. Humana acquired a lot of companies, home healthcare. So overall, opening up more clinics and providing a unified health experience is one of our mission right now, led by our CEO. So as a result, we are either acquiring clinics or building clinics and expanding. We are getting a lot of Internet of Medical Devices. Those devices come with unique set of challenges when you integrate them, right, with your rest of your network. Then we are also the fourth largest pharmacy in United States. We are an online pharmacy, right? We don't have a like a Walgreens or CVS type presence, but we are a mail-in pharmacy. But that pharmacy also has a lot of the belt and a lot of the equipments and monitoring and production which are driven on IoT. So I would say like the two major challenges, I'm keeping the regulations aside, be it HIPAA, or you do an exercise where you certify with HITRUST, which automatically enables you to comply with all the HIPAA guidelines along with following a lot of the NIST recommendations, right? That is keeping aside, that's the regulation. But purely looking at an information security perspective, you may meet some of the compliance requirements, but you may still not be secure, right? Because the compliance requirements are based on a lot of the interpretation as well, right? The compliance requirement may say you need to have a security gateway, but it does not say whether that gateway has to inspect up to layer 7 or layer 3 or layer 4, right? You can have a security gateway at layer 3 and can say that, okay, I meet compliance requirement. But as a CISO or security executive, you may not have a peaceful sleep at night because you know that there are a lot of things you are not able to scan and monitor. So we focus in Humana not only the compliance requirement, we take our clients' data like really seriously. We want to ensure their identity and a lot of the protected and information, we really safeguard those information so that they have the confidence on our offering. And especially when they're doing like pharmacy and all those business online with us 100%, we want to ensure we have a solid information security posture in our environment. And other than cloud, Internet of Things are going to be the second one, which is one of the challenging things that we have seen over the years, especially in the healthcare area. So I would say like from my experience, whatever I have seen in financial and healthcare, one of the things is that I know that the threat and attack surface is continuously evolving. But at the same time, we also know that most of the time the things happen because of some of the things which are like not super sophisticated, some of the things which are like probably super simple. But we just don't have enough time or we just don't have enough visibility to uncover and patch those holes. So focusing on the basics is one of the most important thing, right? So doing the basics right sounds really easy, but usually the hardest things to do. If we can do the basics in terms of maintaining and managing a security posture, that will be really helpful. And that's my first like recommendation. I will not call it an advice because there are a lot of people in the industry who may have a even more experience than me. So that's one thing I would suggest focusing. The second one will be whenever we bring a tooling, usually people go like super like excited about bringing something which will give me like 99.99999. You just go on number of nines, percentage of time it is going to block a malware, right? We are comparing two tools. We are going up to that extent. In reality, it probably doesn't matter. What matters more is you are bringing the right tool, which has the right integration with rest of your ecosystem, which gives you the agility to detect, which gives you the ability to observe the traffic, and which gives you the ability to remediate your issues faster, along with giving the full control and visibility to your SOC and your incident responders. Do not bring a tool which looks super fancy but does not integrate with the rest of your ecosystem. And your SOC analysts have to be like super tech geek to run some fancy commands or command line to identify what the problem is, as opposed to you go to a cloud dashboard anytime, anywhere, anybody can easily understand that. That helps, responding to an incident like much more faster. So that is also a very critical capability someone needs to have. And the third thing is that just go for a solution which is future looking, right? I mean, like, we don't want to invest way too much money for something which is like an yesteryear solution, or probably don't have a future. In future, if you think that your target or destination is cloud, then go for a solution which is built in cloud, operating in cloud, right? Can do the protection in cloud better than anything else. So these are the three things I would say, like, we have to focus on, other than doing the regular stuff like the training and awareness and your process and the people aspect that we have to do to make sure the security is done in a right way. In any industry, it doesn't matter whether it's a healthcare or financial services. At the end, it is the data, and the job is to protect the data.
Partha, thanks for taking the time to speak with me today. This has been a really informative discussion, and I'm sure based on its past history, Zscaler will continue to innovate for the next 15 years.
Looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the conversation, and good luck to Zscaler team as well. And we really want them to innovate. And also, not only just one company, the entire industry should be innovating more and staying ahead of the bad actors, because that's the ecosystem that we need to build. So thank you very much for having me.